meeting. Okay, that's so cool, Ayo. That person looks like me. Oh, you didn't think I would recognize myself?
Of course, I know you will.
That is amazing. I'm trying to find this setting where I have to disable having to admit people. I'm trying to find it. So that
Okay, so they get admitted automatically?
yes, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, admit. Where is it? Okay. Okay, yeah, I found the settings. Nope, this is not the setting. Where is it? Welcome everyone, those that have joined already. We have 3 minutes before we start while I sort out these technical issues here. Controls, okay, here. I'm still not able to find it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw the meeting controls, but I'm not seeing that particular thing I'm looking for.
Okay, I'll just do a very quick search to see what's come up with.
Host control. Host control. Meeting access. Open. Yeah, I think I found it. Unbelievable. Somebody's still asking me if the webinar is today.
Oh, so the reason why we are using Google Meet is because South Africans. I'm actually just reading the updates. South Africans are totally.
Yes,
Wow,
yes,
that's new.
yes. They
Wow.
said there are a lot of scam accounts from South
Mm,
Africa on Telegram.
wow. And Telegram would have been a very, very amazing platform to also do this, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Okay. The latecomers are still asking for the link. Okay. We'll just give them a few minutes, please, and then we'll start. Yeah. Ayu, I'm sending you this South African WhatsApp group
Okay.
link. Yeah. I forgot to send that to you so you can coordinate what's happening from that side.
Very well then. Okay.
Please join so I can make you admin. You know, this is an emergency group. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Okay, awesome. So I'm sending you the webinar link in there so that any other latecomer that joins, you can send it again so they see and be able to join us. I'm sending to Wamaka as well so she can join. At 6:05, we'll begin. Wamaka, please join that group so I can make you admin so you can be able to share whatever message that needs to be shared over there. Okay. Wamaka, are you here? Can you hear me? She's muted. If you can hear me, you're muted. I need to hear you. And I promised TikTok people I'm going to go live over there. So now I need to go live. Okay, welcome everyone. Yes, we are starting now. Aya, do you know how many people are here?
I'll just run a quick check. 19.
Okay, 19. Okay, that's that's not everybody at all. So a lot of people are late, and please be checking the WhatsApp group for some people might still be confused about when we are starting or have other questions. So Thank you, everyone. First, I want to appreciate you for showing up. Whether you joined out of curiosity, frustration, or pure determination, the fact that you're here already tells me something. You are open to learning and you are open to doing things differently. And I know there are different people in this room today. Some of you are completely new to remote work, and you've heard the term, you've seen people talk about earning online, but you don't really know how it works or where to start. So I understand that. That is why we're having this webinar. And some of you are here because you're curious, you are employed, you're working hard, but you're starting to question whether your income truly reflects your effort or potential. And some of you are here because you've tried remote work already, you've applied, you've watched videos, maybe you've even landed small gigs, but things haven't been consistent and you want to understand what you are doing wrong. Wherever you fall in, you are in the right place today. And congratulations in advance if you are completely new, because this is going to open up your worldview of your earning potential, your understanding of how much you can earn is about to change for good. So this session is not about shortcuts or overnight success at all. It's not. It's about understanding how remote work actually works, how global teams think, and why having the right foundation make all the difference. My goal today is simple. By the end of this session, I want you to have clarity about what remote work is, what it isn't, and what your next realistic step should be. So relax and take notes, ask questions when we get to that point, and allow yourself to learn with an open mind. So let's get started. Some people are calling me on WhatsApp call. Can you believe that? Okay. Where is my slides? Let's start. Okay, first I need to share my screen. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see and confirm for me whether you can see my screen. People are asking, where is the webinar happening? Ayo, can you please check and take care of that? Thank you.
Yes, I'm on this.
Okay. Can you see my screen clearly?
Your screen is active.
Awesome. Let's start. Okay, so for those who are not in my community already, those who are just technically meeting me for the first time, my name is Obioma Ihionu-Obiasogu. I am a licensed real estate agent in South Africa. I live and work in Kempton Park. I work with the Gotch Properties as an estate agent in Kempton Park. And I'm also a remote worker and a remote work coach. I am the founder of Borderless Freelancers online community and the founder of Digital Income Academy. I am the author of the Upwork Freelancing Playbook and the course director of the Remote Work Accelerator Program. So welcome to the webinar, guys. I'm very happy to have you here. As a real estate agent, I supplement my income as well using remote work. So I earn in dollars and I earn in rands. And That's the opportunity I want to expose to you today. If you have any problem hearing me clearly, please indicate in the chat and we'll get that sorted, see what we can do. But I believe everyone can hear me. Okay, so this is my first time going live on TikTok, and I can see a lot of people are joining. That's impressive. To think that nobody actually registered on TikTok. Wow. Hi, TikTok people. Okay, so what remote work actually means? Let's start from there. Remote work is not a trend, it's a work structure. At its core, remote work means working with teams or clients without being physically present. This is for those who are completely new. So those who have some knowledge and some level of experience, please pardon us. We have to start this properly. So this is where a structure that allows you to deliver outcomes digitally, not showing up to a building like a 9-to-5 job, as you know, work. This is a different way of working. You'll be being paid for value, output, or expertise, and not your proximity, not your ability to be present at your workplace. You are being paid here for your output, for your expertise, for the value you bring to the team. Remote work exists across companies, agencies, startups, entrepreneurs, consultants, and service providers. It's not online money. It's work done differently. Hello, TikTok people. Please, if you'd like to see the screen I'm sharing, you have to click the link in my bio and join the community in Telegram so you can have access to the live Google Meet webinar we are sharing here, please. Okay. Excuse me, and this tomorrow. Okay, so why clients look beyond, hold on. Okay, so my second topic here is why remote work changes income potential. Yeah. Remote work pays well because companies are not limited by location. Clients pay you for your skills, not your local salary structures. It doesn't matter what your company says is the minimum wage, your country says is the minimum wage. That does not apply in remote work. That's the advantage, that's the leverage. So you can literally earn anything, an uncapped amount of money, just based on your expertise, the amount of value you're able to bring. So you are not limited at all to how much you can earn. That's why this is incredible. It's an incredible opportunity for everyone that knows about this and knows how to take advantage of this. Clients pay you for your skills, and businesses reduce overhead costs because it helps them to hire you and not maybe give you all these employee benefits here and there. Some do give you, but not all of them do, and they are not bound by that. So it makes the opportunity a global opportunity for all of us to get employed by companies all over the world. Talent is sourced globally and competitively. For many companies, hiring remotely is cheaper, faster, and more flexible. For example, for those in America who are hiring, there are so many employee rights that they actually are able to boycott just by hiring from Africa or the Philippines or any other country outside America. So, For professionals, you are no longer tied to your local economy. Your income is based on global demand, not local limitations. This is why people earn in dollars, not because they are lucky, but because the system allows it. Okay, so why do clients look beyond their own countries? Clients hire globally because they want specialized skills, reliable support, cost efficiency, like I mentioned. They actually can get out of a lot of cost, overhead costs, just because they hired outside of their country. For speed and flexibility, they care less about your country, your accent, your background. All they care about is that you can communicate clearly and you can deliver work remotely and be able to fit into a remote team. They care more about, can you do the work? Can you communicate clearly? Can you deliver consistently? Can you use the tools their team already uses? Remote hiring is practical, not emotional. Okay, give me a minute, guys. I want to check if these people are getting access actually on TikTok. I think they are. Okay. Now, let's talk about your skills. The skills you already have are transferable. You just need to figure out how to transfer these skills. And the skills that you don't have, you can pick up. You just need to get trained as a remote worker and understand what remote teams are looking for. And then you can learn those skills and be able to fit yourself into any remote team that is willing to hire you. Many people think they have to start over to work remotely. That's false. Skills that already transfer online, examples are admin and operations. Maybe at your office, you're already offering admin services. You're already carrying files around, filing documents, or maybe on Google Drive, or playing a data entry role. All of that is admin. Customer support, you're already attending to customers' inquiries, responding and sending emails back and forth to customers, attending to their issues and helping customers probably understand how whatever product your company is selling works. You can do this online as well. Accounting and bookkeeping. Accounting is in high demand all over the place. Every company needs accountants, they need bookkeepers. So that's an instant skill you can transfer. Data entry and reporting, research and documentation, writing, editing, coordination, data analysis, teaching. I want to take a moment to talk about teaching. Let's say you don't even have any other skills at all that you can transfer online, but you can teach something. You can teach English, you can teach your local language, you can teach maths, you can teach anything. Something shocked me recently in my community. One of the testimonials that we got this week was a teacher who was teaching a local Nigerian language, Igbo. And she was paid $70 for a minute, 1 minute of her time to translate something from that language to English. Can you imagine that? $70 a minute. That is what somebody made teaching a local language or interpreting something in a local language. And there is this French teacher in my community. Oh my God. the offers he is bagging back to back just for teaching French to people, maybe people who are relocating to Canada, people who need French to do business, or people who need French for one thing or the other, maybe for visa requirements or whatever. And there is another community member who teaches maths, and she has been doing so well, it feels unreal. Anyway, you can literally do anything. You can offer so many different skills online. Remote work is not about learning everything new. It's about repositioning what you already know for the digital environment. And the gap is not intelligence, it's translation. How do you translate the skills you have so that you can offer it digitally? So the foundation, let's talk about the foundation. For the people that are here who are struggling, you know remote work, you know the potential. You know that people are making money, that you know how life-changing this opportunity is. And you have already created your online profile and started hustling to become a remote worker, started looking at certain applications to get jobs, but then you're struggling. I want you to think first. What is your foundation like? How did you start? I see a lot of people. Okay, I coach people one-on-one. For those who know the potential, they book for my coaching session one-on-one, which takes 6 hours across 2 weeks, 1 hour per session. So I can teach them how to position themselves online and fast track their success. Now, during these sessions, I have found out one thing, and based on the feedback from my community. By the way, my community is Borderless Freelancers, and we have over 800 members. And these memberships are segmented according to your stage so that you don't get lost. Okay? You are started properly and you are moved into the group that suits your stage in freelancing. So now, one problem I have noticed is that people jump from step 1 to 10, and then they wonder why they're stuck. They wonder why nobody is hiring them. For whatever thing you need to do, you have to start from step 1. So when you skip the foundation, everything else looks confusing and very frustrating. And before you know it, you join the people that are saying, oh, don't mind these people. Remote work what? It doesn't work. I've tried that and it does not work. It's a lie. It's working. It's working for me. It's working for the hundreds of members in my community. It's working for a lot of people online that I have seen how their lives automatically changed because of freelancing. The other day, I'm going to quickly show you guys something. This guy shared something on LinkedIn. If you can see this, you will see this. This is $100,000 total earnings on Upwork. $100,000 total earnings on Upwork. That this guy, now let me read for you what he wrote. He said, so I just hit 100K in earnings on Upwork. Me from 5 years ago would be really proud. Not because it was easy, it wasn't. Of course, it's not easy. But because it was possible, it took consistency, patience, and showing up even when the results weren't obvious. It's mid-January and I've already hit one of my goals for 2026. This is a quiet reminder that let me correct something. if you misunderstand this line, he's not saying he made this 100K in 2026. No, he didn't. But he's saying that he set a goal for 2026, and by mid-January, he already made that amount of money he set. He did not disclose the amount of money he set as a goal. I just wanted to clarify that. But his total earnings on this platform is $100,000. And now he said if you look at this final paragraph, he's saying, now I'm pushing further. My next target is $500,000 before December 2026. And I'm moving with more clarity and intention. You would think he's crazy. He's not. He is not. Talking from experience, he is not crazy. He will make that $500,000 before the end of 2026. That is to tell you the possibilities that are bound here. This is not a joke. Look at this person on LinkedIn. She wrote, my client got me a brand new laptop. You heard me right. Now, her client will get her a brand new laptop because he just wants her to deliver. Anything that is an obstacle, there are clients you will get, and they will make sure that obstacle disappears so you can help them move their team forward. So this is just a glimpse of the possibilities that are bound in remote work. Now let's keep moving forward. We are talking about the foundation. We're talking about the foundation of remote work, which you cannot, under any circumstances, skip. If you have already skipped the foundation and you're struggling to get hired, please go back to the foundation. In my community, we have a foundation stage, which is the Remote Work Accelerator Program. This stage you cannot miss. You cannot afford to miss this stage. Therefore, we keep you in that foundation stage for 1 whole month of training. You get that training 1 whole month. You will do back and forth of mastering the tools that are in this course. These tools are the tools that remote teams use. You cannot want to be hired by a business owner, and then you come into the team, and then you're slowing them down with them introducing to you the basic things that you should have already known. They won't hire you. If they make a mistake of hiring you when you know nothing, they will fire you quickly, and that is not good for your reputation, because in remote work, we build online reputation. And that reputation can determine how far you will go as a remote worker. So inside the Remote Work Accelerator Program, we keep you for 1 whole month, teaching you the most important tools that remote work teams use, what these tools are, what they do, how to use them, and then give you homework after every single session. After every single lesson, you go and do your homework, you submit it. My team and I will review that homework and give you feedback and tell you where to make corrections or approve and tell you that you did well. We will do this back and forth with you for as many times as it takes for you to understand this. And then at the end of the 4 weeks, you get a certificate. And that certificate will be proof that you have undergone this training, so that when you meet clients that you want to apply for them to hire you, you will send them your portfolio. Your portfolio will now be all this homework that you have done in the Remote Work Accelerator Program. The files that match what you're applying for, you will send it with your applications. Thereby, and also send your certificates, thereby showing them that you have mastered the tools and you can fit into their team and not drag them backwards. That is the foundation. So the foundation includes understanding how remote work teams operate, knowing your role in a digital workflow, understanding clear communication, understanding professional structure, basic systems and processes of working remotely. Most beginners skip this and jump straight to applications, trying to look for the platforms where they will find the clients, looking for freelance websites here and there, and asking themselves, where can I get clients? And this is so wrong. By the time they finish jumping from pillar to post, applying here and there, and failing, they come back and tell their friends or comment in the comment section of remote workers and say, it's a scam, it doesn't work. You are playing yourself. You are playing yourself. You skipped the foundation. That's why it's not working for you. It is working for those who understand that there is a foundation for everything. Without foundation, you feel lost, you get rejected, you blame the platform, you burn out early because remote work is not step 10. It starts at step 1. Tools are not optional, my people. Remote work runs on tools. Now let's break this down. Remote work runs on tools. Tools are the office. Tools that you use to deliver this work, that is your office. Consider this, just picture this. You have a traditional office space where you go every morning for 9 to 5. For remote work, you show up in places like Slack. Slack is like a remote office. All of your colleagues from wherever they are in the world, they will show up in Slack. What are they showing up in Slack to do? To check for messages and communication that regarding the team or the clients. They show up in Zoom calls or Google Meet calls like all of us are here right now. That's the office. They show up in project management tools like Asana, ClickUp, Trello. They show up in Google Docs and Notion for documentation. Google Docs, I can be working inside one Google document with 4 other colleagues at the same time we are editing one document in real time. That is the future of work. That is work today. You have time tracking tools and reporting tools, file sharing and collaboration tools. How can you not know about any of these tools and you want to be hired and be introduced into a team? How is it going to make sense? How would that work? You are asking them, what is Slack? Where do I find it? How do I get into it? Oh, you are asked, oh, please, we have a meeting at 10 today. And you're asking, where is the meeting? You don't know that the meeting link has been sent to your email, that all you need to do is just join the meeting and see all of your colleagues. They're asking you, oh, I've assigned a task to you in Asana or ClickUp, and you're asking where? No client wants to deal with this mess. So this is how you skip mistakes of 3 years of confusion, and then you plunge yourself into making money after you have mastered this foundation, after you have been properly trained. So once you are trained, when you start sending out applications, it is going to sound like make sense. It's going to make sense to the client because you'll be speaking in the language the client understands. When you read a job description, it is going to tell you the tools that they already use. They will mention some of them in most of the job descriptions, all of them actually. Then when you respond and you understand how the tools work, you are going to communicate in the language that the client understands by saying, this is how I'm going to help you by doing this with this tool and doing that with that other tool. And this is how I do it. And then if the client wants proof, they can ask you to use another tool. Yes, this is a world of tools. They will ask you to use another tool called Loom to walk them through how you do this work. You will share your screen the way I'm sharing my screen right now. You're going to share your screen and show the client that this is how you do this one, this is how you do that one, this is how I communicate with you, this is how I will help you communicate with your clients, this is how I'm going to execute all of your tasks. That is how you convince somebody to hire you. You do not go and tell someone, oh, I am really excited to work with you. It's not your excitement they are looking for. The question is that they have a problem. Are you the solution? Are you the solution? If you cannot be the solution, they are not here to play. They won't have your time. That's why you will end up frustrated after 3 years and declare that remote work is a scam. It's not. It's the future of work. And it's just starting. It's going to get bigger. So if you get into it now, you will be the indispensable folk out there in a couple of years. Now, what happens when you don't know the tools? When tools are missing, clients get frustrated, teams slow down, you break their trust, and then you end the opportunities. You get fired. And remember, they do not owe anybody, any government, anything when they are firing you. This is one of the advantages for them. One of the advantages, sorry. This is one of the advantages for them, that they can fire you, they can hire you today and fire you in the next minute. So this is not, they will fire me then I will sue them to court or call the government agency that will deal with them. No, you will not. So tools are how trust is built remotely. Tools. It is not optional. Not knowing them creates friction for the client, for the team, and you, because you are going to be so lost, so confused. You are invited to an occasion and you don't know the venue. That is what happens when you don't know the tools. Whatever they're saying, you don't understand it. So there is no, you can't start, you can't do anything. So if you are here and you are already feeling frustrated that all your efforts are not paying off yet, go back to the foundation. Go and register for the Remote Work Accelerator program and get trained. Get trained so you know what you're doing. And if you're just starting, you want to start, that is the place to start. That is the place to start. You cannot skip it. This will set you up for very serious success that you'll be wondering, how did I become this successful in remote work so fast? It's because you paid attention to the foundation. That's the only thing. Okay, some people are very stranded. I need to take a minute to share this link with them. Okay, where is the link? They are so stranded. I hope I'm sending the right link. I don't like this. Okay, back to my slides. Now, let's explain why effort is not enough. Effort may not be enough because you skipped the foundation, because you are avoiding the tools and saying, I am not techy enough. If you think you are not techy enough, well, hello, meet me. I am not techy at all. I am a mother of four. My last baby is 2 years and 8 months old. So when it comes to time, I don't have it to start learning a lot of new things in tech. No. So I'm not techie. I don't consider myself techie. I still give my husband my phone to fix one or two things when I get stuck. So this is not about being techie. So don't say you're not techie. That's why you would avoid the tools. No. You rely on freebies. This one is a problem. If it's not free, you are not interested. Listen, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to use free things, but I want to tell you something. Freebies are your comfort zone, and nothing grows in comfort zones. The information that you will get for free, I promise you, are very limited. They are very limited. At some point, you will have to make up your mind and test the waters. Test your earning potentials by investing into your own growth. If you don't invest something in it, I promise you something is not going to come out of it. I started with spending a lot of money on trainings. That's why within the first 2-3 months of me declaring that I am now a remote worker, I started earning because I paid my dues. I paid for the real training. I went through the foundation. I got my certificate. And then I walked into the room confidently with a lot of knowledge. That is the only way to do it. That is the only way. When you apply everywhere without direction, for those of you who are already freelancing, if you're just randomly sending out applications without a plan, without a strategy, without a formula, that is a very big mistake. There is this platform where we find clients. It is called Upwork. Upwork does not allow you to send applications for free. Therefore, you will be throwing money into the wind to apply for jobs when you don't have a strategy, when you have no idea what you're doing. You're just scattering seeds in the air and hoping they germinate. So you have to have a structure. You have to have a strategy. You have to have a formula. You have to understand what kind of proposals, what kind of cover letters do these clients need? What do they want to see? What is the tested and trusted method that will guarantee that I don't waste my time? Because you will send out a bunch of applications and your proposal is not even viewed. If your proposal is viewed, you will get notified. And if your client doesn't view your proposal, that means you just threw money away. So if you're already a remote worker and you're sending applications wherever you see, oh, we have a job here for you, you go and apply. You're wasting your time if you don't have a formula for it. This is why after going through the amount of experience I went through, all the trial and errors, and then when it clicked for me that this is a formula that works, I had to write a book. I had to write a playbook for those who do not know this formula of what kind of proposals that clients want to read, how to get their attention, how to communicate with them, how to get them to interview you, and how to get them to hire you. It's called the Upwork Playbook. That we'll still get to later, but for now, let's keep moving. If you stay in comfort zone instead of competence zone, nothing grows in a comfort zone. I already said that. Remote work rewards skill clarity, system thinking, consistency, willingness to learn tools properly. This is where many people stop. Not because they can't do it, but because they don't know how to build correctly. Okay, I was supposed to record this from here. Control Shift plus S. So, this is where many people actually stop. And that's how they get stuck. Now, how do you bridge the gap between foundation and getting hired? This is how the gap gets closed. I built a community that is an ecosystem of remote work, an entire ecosystem, because I know that everyone is not at the same stage. And everyone is looking for one thing or the other in their journey of becoming successful remote workers. You cannot pick up someone from stage 1 and then dump them in stage 5. They will be lost. So how we close the gap between the foundation and getting hired is by teaching the foundation properly. This is the formula, and this formula works. That's why the amount of testimonials dropping inside our community every single day. Yesterday on my LinkedIn page, if you go to my LinkedIn page, you'll see. One of my community members wrote something when I shared the testimonials that dropped in the community for yesterday. She said that she's actually thinking of creating a mini automation for how she types congratulations in the group. I laughed. That she's going to type congratulations in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the night, because it's literally where our fingers are getting hurt by typing a lot of congratulations. This ecosystem, this formula is why a lot of people in our community are getting jobs non-stop, making dollars non-stop. We teach the foundation properly. We help people understand how remote work actually functions. We build confidence with the tools, and we translate your existing skills into global opportunities. This is the bridge: foundation, structure, tools, positioning, and opportunities. When the foundation is solid, applications will make sense. Interviews will feel easier. Clients will trust you faster. Income becomes predictable. Remote work stops feeling confusing. It starts feeling doable. Now, the importance of clients trusting you is that these people are spending billions of dollars on Upwork where they're hiring clients. They can't see you. A lot of clients may never in their lifetime come face to face physically with their team members who are remote workers. They can only see you on video calls like this. So they need to trust you. It is very important that they trust you. So if your foundation is solid, That is the first step, that you're showing them in your application that, yes, I know what I'm talking about. I know how remote teams operate, and this, I'm not going to drag your team backwards. Now, why do they choose to use? There are so many other platforms that remote workers find jobs on, but there is something about this platform called Upwork that makes it stand out. There is something about it that makes clients trust that platform a lot, and they are spending billions of dollars hiring from that platform because that platform is extremely strict. It's like a university on its own. You make one mistake, they suspend you because they cannot put their clients billions of dollars on the line. These clients trust this platform first and foremost, and then that trust is extended to you because the platform has verified you. Okay, this is basically another lesson on its own, but this platform technically will call you and verify your profile, verify your location, make sure that your location on your profile matches your physical location. And they do a whole lot of checks on you that now makes the clients trust their judgment. And then they extend that trust to you. And then if you mess up that trust in your own personal capacity, they will fire you without looking back. That's why your foundation is important. Now, where do you fit in? Everyone is at a different stage. There is no single starting point for everyone. If you're a complete beginner, you are still trying to understand remote work, you're not confident with tools yet, you don't know how to transfer your skills online, you have to start with the Remote Work Accelerator. That is where you start. This program helps you build a strong foundation, helps you learn the most important remote work tools, become employable and confident, transfer your existing skills or pick up new ones properly. Because if you have existing skills, the accelerator program will show you how to use them remotely. If you don't have any remote skills at all, the remote work program will introduce skills to you that clients are looking for. That's what the remote work accelerator is about. If you already know the tools, but you keep getting stuck, you've sent applications, you're familiar with the platforms, but you're not getting hired consistently or getting hired at all, then you need to get the Upwork playbook and use it religiously when you get it. Inside this Upwork playbook, there is a proposal formula that you cannot shake. This is the formula that once you use that formula to write your proposal, your clients will open the proposal. They will open the proposal because your first line is going to show them that it is worth it, opening it to see more. When you send the proposal, the client sees only the first 3 lines, and then they make a decision whether they want to click it and see more or not. So that formula is what is going to help you to get them to view and read it to the end and decide whether they want to invite you to an interview and whether they want to hire you. So if you're stuck and you do not have the Upwork playbook yet, please make sure you get it. You can indicate in the chat if, for wherever stage you find yourself, indicate in the chat. My team will be dropping the links that you need that matches your stage, and you use that link and get yourself moving forward. If you're also already sending out applications and you have not surrounded yourself with like-minded people, that is a big mistake.